is Bridget Perez, and I am a second year at UGA, the University of Georgia, where I am a health promotion major with the emphasis of health services on the pre-PA track. A PA is a physician assistant, and so my goal is after college is to go to PA school and then hopefully get in the specialty of emergency room. As I am at UGA, before this, I went to East High School where obviously I was a student there, and I went to Ivester Early College starting my junior year, where I was in the 2-year health scholar program. And in this program, I took anatomy, I took Englishes, some math, and just other classes like psychology. And so I know that my experience at Ivester Early College really helped me get prepared and be ready for college, because there's some things I still utilize today that I learned or developed at Ivester Early College. So one of those big ones that I really still use, because it's so helpful, is being able to be just productive with having time management. Because in Ivester Early College, obviously you had college classes, and you had sometimes usually blocked off where it was like study time or built-in study time, or stuff like that. And in college, instead of you really getting that built-in study time, it's more of like class gap class. And you have to be in college, you have to be productive, even if you don't want to be, even if you're tired. And you have to be like, okay, during this time I'm gonna work on this, I'm gonna study for this. Because if you don't build in your own time to study, if you don't build in that own time to do your work, you're not going to get it done, because no one's forcing you to, right? Nobody is going to tell you have to. It's really up to you. And it's the same thing at Ivester Early College. You had that study time, but no one was behind you making you do it. Instead, they were suggesting you should do it, but it was up to you, because nobody was there to hold your hand during the whole thing. You had to take an initiative to do the work, to study, because if not, you would be on your phone or stuff like that. And so that habit is such a good habit to continue on in college, because you're going to need that so much more than you think. Another one is just to be just take advantage of the opportunities and the tools and the resources offered to you. For example, I was Early College, I remember being able to have some workshops and then promoting it on Instagram, on their website. I know a workshop was like study habits or like mental health, and being able to have those workshops, like you were able to go, no one forced you to go, but if you really needed that, you would go, because you know that this was going to help you be successful and whatever it was, whether it was your the study habits and stuff like that, to help you succeed in the class, or just being able to have some time management or stuff like that. And in college, it's kind of the same thing, where clubs, for example, I'm part of HSA, which is a Hispanic Student Association, where we have sometimes some workshops where a guest speaker comes and talks about mental health, or how to balance school and life, and stuff like that I really need, and I take advantage of that, because I know whatever they have to say is going to benefit me. And so I would say take advantage of that, learn how to really just be confident in whatever you need and asking help for it. For example, in your classes, I know for chemistry, chemistry is not the easiest thing at UGA. And so I know having to ask a lot of questions to my professor, to my TAs. TAs is teacher assistant, where these are students that did really good in this class, are there to help you, but they don't come to you. You have to raise your hand in a class of probably like 100 and be like, hey, I have a question about this question on the recitation on this worksheet, and can you please explain it to me, as well as the professor that's there. And so really the help you need, you have to ask for it instead of it always being given to you. And so I was just really good at that, because I know at my time there, for example, I took anatomy and physiology, and I know I needed to study a lot and always be on top of it. So Miss Brown was my advisor for that. And so I would always go to her and ask her questions, tell her what I wasn't understanding, and she would help me. But she only helped me because I went to her and I explained to her what I didn't understand. But if I would have never asked her for help, she wouldn't have known how to help me. And that's the same thing in college. Like, your professor doesn't know exactly what you're struggling for. So you have to go up to them and tell them exactly what it is for you to get the help that you need. And so I suggest being able to be confident in that, and asking a question is not a bad thing. It's a great thing, because then you are learning what you need to, and you're not just not knowing the stuff you don't understand. And so being able to just take advantage of these tools and resources that are offered to you. For example, I know UGA has free tutoring, and so you just have to sign up and look for a tutor at the time that works for you. And so those resources are there for you to be successful in your class and in college. But if you don't take an initiative to get the help, you won't get it. And so, like, professors, they have drop-in hours where you can go to their office and you can ask them questions, talk to them, and just be able to go over material. And that's really good, because your professors are making your tests, so obviously you want to understand it in the way they're teaching you, for you to understand the topics and the content. But Ivester did really good at giving you your independency, where they offer you things, they offer resources and tools for you to strive in Ivester, right? And these college classes you're taking. But it's up to you to really use them and just utilize them correctly, and ask questions, and just be able to go to people for help. And in college, it's the same thing. You're literally on your own. It's up to you to ask for help. It's up to you to go to workshops and be involved in clubs and be involved in school. But Ivester did really, really good at that. And I just know I developed a lot of good habits because of Ivester, and I still utilize them today on my college level career, and I'm pretty sure I would always use them. And so, yeah, Ivester is a great place. Miss Brown was really great for me, and Miss Jet, Miss Millette, Miss Hud, they were amazing people and resources to go to. They literally are there to help you, but then again, it's up to you to go to them and ask them for help, and just, your professors, and just really take in and absorb everything you can, because it's going to help you, and you're going to use it in college. And so, yeah, thank y'all.